Thanks for checking out today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/DarthJason. Links for this and our Patreon will be in the description below. Hope you enjoy. Here we are for round number 1 with Naya Winota. Been picking up a lot of steam in Standard. Let's see how it works out in Pioneer. So, have a good opener here. Historian's hard to cast, but turn 2 Rebel Master into Obosh, which should be a burn deck, I would assume. At least it would be in Modern. See what it is here. Green-black Obosh. Alright, there we go. Really want to get this Rebel Master now. Another Fatal Push, no Thoughtseize. They're just going to take the Rebel Master. Yep. Now our hand's a little anemic. Like green-black adventures. I guess a lot of the adventures probably are on. And we can play Kenrith next turn. If we draw a red or white source, we can play Historian. Okay, looks like it's just like green-black. Second played Historian. Quite what we want. Especially because we need another red or white source and then another red source. Paste. We do like red source, red source. It's like not bad. Just love struck here. Swift End. Really need a Winota. They're just like green-black aggro. Like, definitively not what we want. We'll chip in some damage. See what we get. Because again, even though Blade Historian's here, let me see how many we have. Yeah, we have 4. So Winota off the top could always pretty much be lethal. So not through a Love Struck. Fields Mammoth. Elder Gargi. Well, that's bad for us. Yeah, I don't think we're beating that. Alright, on to game 2. Don't need Cleric or Rest in Peace. Archon's okay, but not great. I don't think they have a lot of non-creatures over 4. Diclave comes in. Gideon's pretty good. Proof Apart's probably not bad. I don't know if we'll bring them all in. I don't know how much we want to disrupt our combo element. Just be Spellbinder. Like voice being 2 bodies is pretty okay. Like if we were gonna bring these in, we'd probably cut voice. think Skyclave's probably good enough for there. I think this is a deck we don't want to be over sideboarding for. Or with. It's pretty alright. Elf into Ranger class into Chariot. Still need Winota, but Ranger class can also help us get there. There we go. Could have attacked, but I think we want to hit Chariot or Winota. They Thoughtseize. We want to be able to play Chariot. Hopefully this is just like a 3-drop creature. Yeah. A full-on 5/5, huh? Chariot. Again, as much as we want to get Winota down, I don't think one trigger is better than, you know, potentially getting 3 here. Elf. They could have removal spell. I think I'm just gonna play a Blade Historian. For to trade, Love Struck. Get more cats. And again, if they use removal on anything here, Winota is just going to kill him next turn. Yeah, trade's fine. And something like a Gargaroth's okay here. There's the Swifton. Alright, so... Yep, thoroughly played around. Now we get rewarded. One. That should be game. Yep. Entice them to kill the Historian and then took over. Alright, so... Feel about Rip Aparts. Still don't think I want Gideon or Redain. Spellbinder's fine. But especially if they have Gargaroth, it's not like we're flying over. I don't know how much we need this. It deals with everything but Lovestruck and Gargaroth. Skyclave deals with everything but Gargaroth. Everything but Gargaroth. I don't mind having voice. It also like doubles as protection for our Winota. I think I like this. Alright. This hand's pretty good. It's short about 1 land and a Winota, but has good mana. 1 more White Source, but we have a ton of White Source. Alright, no shock is nice. I take a Temple Garden here. Yeah. So next turn we can Rabble or Skyclave. And then we have Historian. Fatal Push, sure. This means we put this into play tapped. So we'll need one more land. The Mammoth, sure. I think we're gonna want to Skyclave this. We just don't want to let them have a board, especially something that could power out a Great Hinge. I assume this is a Great Hinge deck. Just like try and keep them contained. As long as they're contained, we should be alright. Elf, sure. Alright, so once again, we want to protect Winota here and just like actually get a lot of triggers. So I'm gonna lead on the Chariot. Alright, Garroth's the scariest thing here. Otherwise, it probably just looks like removal. Be a collected company. I'm just gonna play Kenrith. Again, we can take it a little slow. If they're holding up like removal here, it's like a wilt. Like, okay, so it can't be collected company. The way Obosh is. Oh, we don't have any basics. Great. Good. Yep, so this looks like a swift end or a fatal push. Sure. So once again, we've adequately protected our Winota. So now when Winota comes down, we just win. Oh, they're gonna remove this too? Sure. Well, now we don't just win, but they're also out of cards. Alright, they should put Obosh to hand. Or just like wait to stand up layer. I'm gonna play Elf, go second main. Play Rabble. Could play Winota with haste. Play Blade Historian with haste. Haste and Trample is pretty good. Yep, put Obosh to hand. And another elf. Alright. Trample haste. And looks like that's the game. Nice. We were able to draw out 2 fatal pushes and protect Winota. Very nice round. Alright. Back for round number 2 against one of the trophy leaders. One of the trophy leaders. Well, I guess not, but high on the trophies. Oh, this hand's great. We're up against Laris. Run the play too. If they don't kill our elf, they're in a A lot of trouble. Ooh. Leading on Fabled Passive. I think we just want to get pretty wide here. Okay, so it's Arcanist. Alright, so we get to Winota. Get one flip. They're just conceding. Okay. Apparently Winota, very scary card. Against red-black. Definitely want to interact with their graveyard. Their graveyard here. Alright, we don't want Archon or Redain. Gideon's pretty good. Ripple Heart's pretty good. That Clave's pretty good. Voice is not great. Spellbinder, not amazing. These 8 are pretty safe to come. First 3 in, next 4 in. Then rip apart. I guess is voice or rip apart better? Voice gives us like 2 creatures, even if they remove it. Unravel Master. Yeah, they have plenty of creatures to get in the way. Like, there's very few chances that Rabble Master takes over a game here. They have enough removal and incidental creatures. Alright, well, this hand has a lot of stuff we want. We're on the draw, so we can look for a third land. We hit it. They probably have a fatal push, but I don't think we really get anywhere by not challenging it. Turn 2 cleric. Alright, well, that's fine. We have a Skyclave. Really just need one more land here. See what they get up to. No, we'll get rid of this. This Arcanist. Proxa. Get rid of Rabble Master here. Nice, found a land. I cleave this. Let's see what they got for us. We're gonna probably drop the Chariot here. Just like get our board wide before we Winota. They like tap out. Maybe we just slam Winota. They have 4 mana. Alright, so now we need to be cautious. We can bring back Croxa next turn. Alright, now we have a second Winota. Let's get Chariot into play. They're gonna Croxa us. Or pitch Winota, play Winota. See how it goes from there. Like, we'll get 3 triggers. Hopefully that's good enough. Alright, 3 triggers, make another cat. Definitely Blade Historian first here. On that one. Kenrith. Oh, not playing this for the trample with Kenrith. Oops. But opponent has conceded. Saw enough. Well, I like that. That felt great. Alright. Mind over matter. Nice. Back for round number 3. With Naya Winota. We're on the play. Yorion. Alright, this hand's great. Getting a turn 2 Rabble Master down on the play against the Yorion deck seems strong to me. And if we can get a Seeka's Chariot down quickly, we might just like run them over. That'd be a nice little treat. Kind of deck are we with this Yorion? A bunch of like white blue control blink decks that I've seen around recently. Okay, is it Esper? Oh, we'll get this down now. They don't have a 2-mana answer here or 1-mana answer for Rabble Master. They are just gonna die. I just get Spellbinder down. Like, if they don't have an answer on 2, I have to assume they have an answer on 3, so we want to Spellbinder it so that we just, like, get in 2 attacks with this Rabble Master. That would be huge. Yeah, because it comes in for 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 3, 8, 9. Mardu. Okay. The Fatal Push doesn't do it. They could have Chained to the Rocks. It'd be an odd setup. They could have it. Alright, definitely gonna run out the Spellbinder here. Let's see what they got cooking over here. They did have Chained. Okay, Chained Anger Fires. Alright, let's take this Anger of the Gods. Anger is going to cost 5. So they have to deal with this Rabble Master, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have lethal in 2 turns. You could take the fires. I mean, land Chain to the Rocks is what I would expect. They could just go land, put Yorion to hand. Yeah. Figured they'd have to chain here. Just put them on a 1-turn clock to find an answer here. They go land fires, have to draw an answer right here. I gotta answer both of these 3 damage creatures. Alright. We're up a game the fair way. Just Naya fair stuff, huh? Mardu Yorian Fires, huh? Get these in here. Definitely Gideon. Redane. Archon's actually probably pretty decent into fires. Don't need Rip. Don't think we need Skyclave. Yeah, I guess if they're an Anger the Gods Chain to the Rocks deck, then that's not really getting us anywhere. I don't know how much we actually need to kill fires. I don't know if we can cut an elf, bring in this many threes. I think we can. I think our goal here is to just be getting under them and go around their things like Anger. Use cards like Winota just in their 4/4 modes. Our 4s and our 5s get around a lot of their stuff that we care about, especially Chariot. Blade Historian might just not be very good if they're like wrathing our board. They're a Fires deck, so I assume they're not going to have a ton of instants laying around. So I assume they're all in on just like keep the board clean and then do Yorian Fire things. Though Marty is an interesting look for fires. It's not usually where people go. Ranger class is also pretty good here. I'm gonna take the full time on this one. Oh, this hand is like so utterly mediocre. And it's much better. We can pitch an extra elf here. Turn 2 Rabble Master. Pretty good. It's gonna shock here. Chain to the Rocks the elf, huh? Didn't really see that one coming. That's okay. Drop a Ranger class here. Treacherous? Okay, well. That makes sense in any Yorian deck. Now we just gotta pressure him. Yeah, so we want this to be a red mana. Now we're one away from Blade Historian coming in. So we can't go like Elf plus level up Ranger class. Just kind of awkward. This is an Anger. There's a Fires. Fires and then Anger. Yeah, Fire and then Angers. Sure. Unfortunate. Really wanted to hit a land there so we could just drop Chariot, put some real pressure on them. Like land, put Yorian to hand, cast Yorian. Cast anything else is pretty rough. Yeah, I feel like the games where we're on the draw and they get to land a fires on time, probably tough, but that's okay. Trial, sure. Doesn't really do anything. They're slowly just running out of life. So I guess they go to 11 and then draw 3 more, they probably are fine. Yeah. Alright, I'll go to game 3. I feel like the turn they get fires down, we're still like we're just immediately behind enough. Maybe we just need an out to it. Like Archon's nice, but the fact that it doesn't survive anger is pretty rough. We just need to accelerate here, I think. Alright, we're on the play. This hand does nothing until it does everything. I feel like this is the kind of trap hand we're not supposed to keep, but I have a hard time pitching Chariot into Winota. Like, maybe we just die. But, like, these are all the cards that are good into what they brought into with their removal, their angers, their chains. 3 drops at least good here. Makes them have to answer this, and then answer Chariot, and then answer Winota. The land fires here is rough. Like, just slamming a Treacherous Blessing here would be great for us. Even Fire's Treacherous Blessing would be fine. It'd be a disaster if they untapped again. I don't think we're getting around that, per se. Oh. Jeez. Well, we know their deck had to have it, right? But not seeing it games 1 or game 2, and then right on the crucial turn. It do be like that, though. I mean, if they have removal, maybe they don't go after Winota. They go after Kenrith. Like, try and entice us into playing Winota. No. Alright. So we just need to draw another one. Shock plus another anger? Sure. Alright. They're at 11. Yeah, double anger Thoughtseize is a tough one, for sure. Looks like fires. The trial? Trial would be bad for us. Land 5. Oath. Well, Oath doesn't do anything here. It does technically something, right? But still looking for a Winota here. Alright, let's get a Chariot down. Keep the not summoning sick one. In there for 10. Alright, you're up. They would have been at 1. They can blink Oath of Kaya with the Yorion, but they still die a pretty terrible death of that, right? They need to answer the board and gain life. I guess they just answer the board. We have to draw something that can crew the Chariot. Like, put Yorion to hand. Puts them to 7. They kill a cat. We crew with the cat. Attack with both. They block 5, take 5, 6, 7. That's lethal. They have to do more than just pick up Yorion, play Yorion. Alright. Got the 3-0. Mostly fair that time, but we got it. Alright. Alright. Back for round number 4. 3-0. We're against Nobody Knows I'm a Dog. Hand's great. It's short of Winota and a red source, but voice is strong, especially into Chariot. Are we playing a mirror? Looks like we might. Let's see what they do. Just take it. Yeah, a little voice resurgence in there. Okay, yeah, so it definitely looks like we're playing a mirror. We don't have a red source or a Winota. This is the place where we might be behind. Alright. Now we just need a red source, and I think we pretty well here to just take over. Even if they go red source Winota, they only get 1 trigger. So we just need a red source here, untapped. We're in great shape. There's their red source. Do they have the Winota? They do. No, they have their own Chariot first. Okay. Makes sense. So if we draw a red source, I think we just win. You're not a red source. We'll just get in there. We die, we die. Just need a red source, but they crew trade with the chariot. Yeah. They take 6 and have a lot of Winona triggers if they have it. 3, 4, 5. So any land lets us cast Chariot. Red land lets us probably just win the game as long as we don't die here. They just slam Winota, they get 3 triggers to hit basically anything. Now they get 4 triggers. Okay, Ranger class is fine. We definitely get another shot. Alright, well, need a red source. Red source lets us cast Winota. Any land lets us cast Chariot. That's green-white. Alright. Get in there. Trade off some cats. Take 4 down to 3. Alright, we're taking 6 as is. 7 if they level up. Just need them not to have a Winota, which they didn't have last turn. They got here. Like, Winota's probably just good enough, right? We block the Llanowar and whatever the first thing they get off. Alright, well, Spellbinder didn't do it. This elf. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 creatures coming in. Any 2... I guess these 2 can get through, so they have to be able to block 4. They could send 1 Spellbinder. But then they don't really have an out. This one... through with the new cats, and now they needed to keep 1 more blocker back. They have to block 4, 2, 2, 2, and take 4. Yep. Alright. On to game 2. Rip Apart seems good, Skyclave seems pretty good. Don't think we need either of these. Although, there's no basics, so Archon actually is just also pretty okay. Archon, Skyclave, definitely come in. Rip Apart deals with... does not, because it's only... oh, it does, so... Rip Apart answers Chariot. So I think we just want to go, like, as hard as we can. Like, I think Rebel Master's pretty bad. Maybe Ranger class is fine. Voice seems pretty mediocre. I'm gonna take out... kills everything except Winota and Kenrith. Like, maybe Gideon's just good because it just, like, can instantly win in equal board state. I'm gonna actually get rid of these Spellbinders. Like, as nice as they are, I think we're less likely to want them here. I think we're more likely to want to just, like, contain the board and then win with our 4 drops and higher. Like, this hand's great. We have to assume, I mean, I have to assume they're gonna play 1 drop into 3 drop, right? Yep. God, this deck wants a Avacyn's Pilgrim so bad. It's Kingdom for a Avacyn's Pilgrim. Archon of Emeria is very strong in this matchup, though. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Now their next land comes in tapped. They didn't have a 3-drop they wanted to cast, so now they won't have... Presumably they won't have a 4-drop. And then we can Skyclave or Spellbinder. Untapped. I'm just gonna drop Chariot here. Like, we just get so far ahead here. But their land's gonna come to play tap. Best thing they can do is play a Chariot, and then we can play Skyclave and eat it. And if we draw a land for Blade Historian, they're in real shit. I guess any land except... Yeah, we don't have basic forest, so any land would do. Skyclave, sure. We going after the Chariot? Yeah. Little do they know. Ranger class is pretty good, but we're just gonna run back Chariot. Get in there for 6. Like, we're just gonna kill him. Just beat him to death. Like, does this Winota get 2 triggers? Like, get 2 triggers isn't good enough on this board, right? Almost like can't be. Like, we're at 15, so like, even Blade Historian, something else, is like just block, take 8. And then we're coming back for a lot, especially when we Skyclave the Winota. I think Chariot's just like, if you don't have a combo hand, Chariot's just the strongest card. Like, we just had a fast Chariot with Archon to disrupt them. Like, we got to be on the play because of Archon. They play their own Chariot. Fine. Skyclave. Their Chariot. Over here and here. Just making 2 4/4s might have been better, but I don't want to give them a Chariot. They probably have to double block the Chariot. Like 4, 8, 10, 12. This is 12, so they have to at least block with something. Like, again, 2 blockers back, 3 triggers. Like, it'd be hard for them to kill us. This is the I have Winota and I'm going to kill you right now line. Like, they untap, play Winota, attack with 3, hope to hit Kenrith Blade Historian. And if they hit anything other than Kenrith Blade Historian, I think we're fine. And they get 18 looks at the combo, so. Okay, Spellbinder is not going to do it. Still has to be Blade Historian, Kenrith. Missed on 1. Yeah, I don't think this will do it. Yeah, Historian doesn't do it by itself, right? 4, 8, 12. Or 6, 8, 10. Yeah, it's gonna be 10. What? Did I miscount? 3, 6. Oh, I did. It's exactly 14. Damn. Well, that's awkward. That's unfortunate. Our land base hurt us just enough to die to Xaxes there. Well, that sucks. Maybe we're... Getting 2/4/4s there I don't think does actually matter. Sand's just too slow. Sand's close, but I don't think it's it. Red and green. Back to your... no. Alright. Damn. We leave one more creature back, we win there. I was thinking about like the full combo of Kenrith, but not just Blade Historian. Alright. We draw a land, we're in reasonable shape. Not necessarily good shape. I don't have white source, so... Alright, this just gives me another shot at drawing a land. Yep. Give me a land here. Alright. See what we spin. A sick Moldifor. Blade Historian. Blade Historian. So they're gonna take 4, 8, 12. Alright, let's see if I die. They're gonna jam Winota, have 2 triggers, I'm at 15. Do I die? If they tap both elves, then even Kenrith doesn't do it, because then they can't get Kenrith and double strike. Yep. 2 triggers. Blade Historian plus a flyer, let's say 6. Block there. 4. So Winota is just going to jump in front of the wolf here, almost assuredly. Because we have lethal around a lot of different ways here. Okay, another Winota's scary. Okay. So that's not lethal. Go to blocks. 4, 7, 9. Big 9. Alright, here we are. Round 5, going for the trophy with Naya Winota. We're on the play. And it's Gigantha, so this is probably Ascendancy combo or Niv. This hand's good. It has everything we need except a 4-drop. So we're looking for a 4-drop, and we can even accelerate into a fast Ranger class. So desperately want to draw like 3-drop into Winota here, or we just want to hit like a 1-drop so we can go class 1-drop. Okay, looks like it might be Niv. Blade Historian's not a bad one. Get Ranger class number 1 down. Well, a few 4-drops we can't cast early, unfortunately, but we can Ranger class plus level up a Ranger class and attack next turn, get in for 3, and then get in for a lot with this Blade Historian. Okay, yeah, this is a Growth Spiral and a Jeskai Ascendancy deck. So we want Red again. Level this up. Play another one. Get in for 3. So next turn we can play Historian. Get in for 6, 12, 14. So if they shock, we can kill them? Okay, it's not even Growth Spiral, that's fine. Up to the bottom. They don't have white, so this could be a Radiant Flames, but it can't be a Ascendancy. Iteration after you play the land? That's not ideal. They can't play Chain to the Rocks either. Fiery Impulse. Yeah. Okay. I think we just get in for the damage we can here, and then we can level up a Ranger class next turn. If their answer is a Radiant Flames, then we'll make this a 4/4. Alright. Gotta answer this 4/4. Alright, Caryatid's a blocker, but... Wonderful. Is Caryatid Caryatid? Chain to the Rocks, sure. No way, they just concede? That's fine. Well, we weren't drawing anything, so I'm glad it worked out. On to game 2. Okay, so it looks like they're just like teamer control. But like with Gigantha and Caryatid, I have to imagine they're teamer ascendancy. And they just like didn't find what they were looking for. Just bring in these interactive cards. Like, maybe bring in river parts on the assumption they're ascendancy. Turn down on dorks. I'll do this. I mean, if it's just like teamer value control, then like rip parts are not where it's at, but like that's not a deck that I've seen, so I'm gonna operate as if this is like a deck I've seen at least. Alright. This is pretty bad. I'm mulligan again. I'm gonna keep this. It's an elf away from being reasonable. An elf and a white source, I guess, but we're on the draw and it has high upside. Yep. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's Ascendancy combo. And like maybe we die, but then we have a game 3 on the play. Yep. This looks like Growth Spiral again. Alright, well. We really wish these two river parts were elves right this second, huh? They just missed their land? Well, I was gonna say, there's no way they kept 2 lands, no spells, yeah. They just slammed Jeskai Ascendancy here. Yep. Please, white source off the top. Alright. Unlucky. Well, now we know we want these river parts for sure. Land. Alright, well. Definitely gonna remove that. I think that's just our best line here, is just to like minimize their combo ability. Like land lets us get Chariot down and then Winota next turn. Yeah, expressive. I guess the dream is we draw a land, they show us Ascendancy, put down an Ascendancy, we get to go rip apart Rabblemaster. Alright, there's no way they can cruise this turn. Rabblemaster might be the better clock, but Chariot can still attack even through a Wrath. Like, this deck runs Radiant Flame specifically. I don't think we need to do that now. I'm gonna play Chariot here. Because now, if they Wrath, we can still play Rabblemaster. But if they Wrath on a Rabblemaster board here, we can't play Chariot. And if they don't Wrath, we have Winota. So... this is a Radiant Flames for 2. Click a Radiant Flames to me. You can't take back mana once you play a land. Oh no, opponent. They just tap wrong? They just tap wrong? After playing your land too? Sure. Like, the problem with this is, like, yeah, you Aether Gust. And now you just take 9, and I'm threatening lethal next turn even without redrawing the Winota. So now you have to kill me this turn or kill the Winota. Were they trying to like put Gigant? But they didn't even like put Gigant in hand after floating 3. Like, even if you mistapped and you needed a different situation, like, put Gigant in your hand. Alright. Alright, we're threatening lethal. They did have the Gust. We were kind of concerned about with the Chariot turn, but they're playing around. Okay, iteration. See what they show us. Ascendancy would be a tough kill here. I think they're looking for like a Wrath. Dragonfire? Sure. Ren's lethal. 2, 4, 8, 9. Well, it stops lethal in a sense. They go to 1. If they don't have a way to interact, go to 1. But with 3 Winota triggers. Alright. So they're dead. They know they're dead. I have to completely miss on 4 triggers with Winota. There we go. We got our trophy. Just a nice little Winota trophy. There we go. Deck felt great. Damn. Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed this content on either Twitch or YouTube. If you did, please like or subscribe. If you didn't, be sure to leave a comment down below. I promise not to read it. Until next time.